All right, the following steps are found once you click on here. If you're watching me, you're already well underway. So you're going to watch this and then click there. Just stay put so you can watch and we can go over together. So it says project directions. The goal here is to identify your personal art vocabulary by finding art that interests you. Personal art vocabulary are the likes and dislikes that you develop by looking at a lot of art. So then you realize if you like this particular style, particular colors, particular imagery, particular symbolism. It's a broad range of things, but it's also, developing words to be able to describe what you're looking at so you can better articulate what you like and don't like about it. So you can start talking about, again, color, shade, values, lighting, textures. You can talk about anything and everything as long as you learn to look at it and be able to describe it. So we developed that vocabulary over time, so much of it through assignments and projects and classes like this, but a lot of it you have to do on your own. So let's begin that voyage today with this project. It says click on task 1 on the main page and select one of the artist filters: medium, theme, ethnicity, race, or view all. Here you get an option to choose whatever filter. Each one will give you a different result. We're going to look at it a little further in just a minute. It says review multiple artists and choose 2 artists to research. Each name is hyperlinked with some information, or you can Google and search your own information. See, I will fill a sketchbook page with notebooks and doodles about this artist. That's 1 page per artist, and you get to see an example right now. So here you have the anatomy of a sketch page and how it should look. Notice the crease right here, the staple. That's where the sketchbook, the page ends. You're going to see some written notes and some drawing notes. You are expected to do both. We're going to discuss that shortly. It says 3 drawings related to the first artist I choose. And also you're going to ask the 6 reporter questions for your second artist and your first artist. Let's look at that a little bit more. Each artist name on the slideshow is clickable. Read about one of the artists from the link provided in the Google slideshow. While I read or watch a YouTube video, take notes in my sketchbook. Notes may be in full sentences or in bullet points, so Martinez isn't too picky about that. The specific things that you are to take notes about are right here. That I'm glad you're watching this video so we can be very crystal clear about this. When researching an artist, I will be using 6 reporter questions to identify interesting info about the artist I selected. To complete this task, I must ask one of each of these, answer my question about each artist. These are very important questions. I learned them in elementary school, I never forgot them, and I see that people still use them to this day. What happens is, as a reporter, the reason why they're called 6 reporter questions is that if you are a reporter for KNDU or KEPR, whatever it is, station that they have around here, and they're driving around because they heard something happen, an incident at the mall. When they show up to the mall, they can't, they are the reporter. They're the ones that inform you. So they have to come up with great questions to ask so the viewer later on, when they're watching TV, gets an understanding of what happened at the mall. So let's pretend there was a car that drove through the wall at the mall. All right. Didn't mean to rhyme there, but what you have here is who. So as a reporter pulls up, they say, hey, who was the person driving? When did this happen? Where exactly did they hit the mall? What were the extents of the damages? Why did they drive through the wall? And why was that person pulled away in an ambulance? How? So how are the police, how are the authorities going to respond to this accident? Is this person going to get a citation? How is everyone doing? Were there any injuries? So all these questions are related to who, what, when, where, why, how, and that's what you're going to use. You are going to come up with your own questions, just like I did about this fake mall accident, that car accident at the mall. So what you're going to do is come up with a who. So when you are researching an artist, let's say it is Swoon or Seth Globetrotter, and you say, okay, so who is the artist? Or who is their biggest inspiration? Then you're going to ask a when question about Seth Globetrotter. You're going to say, when do they begin creating art, or when do they know their work is finished? Or then you move on to where are they from? Where do they live? Where do they normally make work? What? So examples of what questions are: what medium does he or she use? What is the topic they create about? What do they do? Why? Why do they do what they do? Why is their message important? And how do they come up with ideas? How do they make their artwork? And these are only examples. You can come up with your own. If you click down here, it will take you to a Padlet where you can see additional examples of these words, their definitions, and lots more examples. All right. And then you click, then you click here to go back. And now you're on to task 1.